Hello, Alice here from Latin Budget, and we are doing the closing of the first week in May. This is the calendar, and so far what has come out is my sticker collection, PayPal, my cell phone, my Netflix, yeah, and that has come out for this week. Okay, let's set this aside because we are not going to use the planner. We are going to use just the worksheets that we have. Yeah. There's a couple of things that we have to do. This is the monthly closing, which we need. Remember, I'm doing weekly closings, and at the end of the month, I do the monthly closing to make sure that everything is accounted for. And it's much easier for me to do certain sheets for the closing with the monthly closing. It helps me out so much. So yeah. Okay, what else do we need here? Yeah, we need the trackers. We need the cash tracking, and we need our category budget organizer. Why do we need a category budget organizer? Because I do highlight my transactions. Okay. So we have, for the first week in my tracker, I did not do my check-ins, but I wrote everything down. I used sinking funds, 160 and 130. And the 160 was to cover my car insurance, and the 130 was to cover my endoscopy, which was 136 instead of 130. Yeah. So the closing of this week, I have a balance in my first account of $863.86, and the transactions that came out, yeah, you do see. Any other debt? Nope. We did spend on food, which was my tea. This is, I should take it all the way to the end, right? I should. Utilities, my cell phone. Some already know by heart. Oops. Ooh, that was wonky. Oh my gosh. That's my subscription. Oh Lord. Sorry. Ooh, that looks nasty. My sticker collection is also a subscription. Mother's Day gift. This is for my daughter. I haven't used this color for a while. Yeah, there you go. My car insurance is transportation, and that's number 3. Sinking funds withdrawal. Okay. Ouch. I missed that. How am I going to do my sinking funds? How am I going to do my sinking funds? Let's check out. Okay. I'm just going to do the arrows for my sinking funds in order to make it different. Okay? This was a withdrawal for my endoscopy. So I took the money out, I stuffed my envelope, where's my wallet, and I spent it the same day. And I don't believe I accounted for it. Oh yes, I did write it down. Oh my gosh. There you go. See? May 6th, 136, and I spent 136. Okay? So now that we have that checked off, we have to verify my weekly spending from my wallet. And see, here goes the transaction. I pulled it out as a withdrawal from my bank, and I used sinking funds in order to fund it, right? Now, I paid it in cash. It entered the envelope, and it went out of my envelope. That was really fast. This is transportation. And where is my health? My health is light. So this is my health category, and that would be spent. That one. Okay. For groceries, I went to the supermarket, got a few things, and that came out to be 20. So groceries or food. And for my lunch, I spent $20 eating out on the 3rd with my kids. Okay. Now that we got that straightened out, we go to our weekly section, and in our weekly section we make sure that everything that hit my account is accounted for. And how do we figure that out? With the trackers. My rollover was $1,290.45. Sinking funds that I will be using is a total of $290. That's 160 and 130. 290, right? That's accounted for here. No other income. I did get cash back for $342. And that $3, and I know I have $8 from the end of the month. Those will be used for my challenges, but I haven't pulled that out yet. That's still remaining in my account. Okay, so that means that I have a total of $1,290.45 plus 290 and 342. So I have, what hit my account this week was $1,583.87, and I did not bring my pen. Better. We have $1,583.87. That's the total of my income for this week, from the 1st to the 6th Today's the 7th, and it's late, but I have to do this. Bills that came out, my sticker subscription, my cell phone, my Netflix, and my car insurance. Okay, that comes out to $257.40. $37.40, $51.10, and $159. $257.40. Bills that came out. If you see my tracker, these are the transactions. I have cell phone. I have my subscription for Netflix, which was the error that I made with the highlighter, but it's the teal, and my sticker collection, which is $37.40. Okay, what else? We got the stickers. We got, now the next thing is my car insurance, and that covers all the way up to July. July. I do, it's every 3 months. So $159, $159. Another transaction, Mother's Day's gift, and that was paid with my credit card. Where are you? Okay, here. $49.85, and I already placed it. It's on the way. I still haven't received it, but it's coming. That's accounted for in my MasterCard. Okay, give me a second. Somebody's calling, so. Okay, where were we? And, okay, the gift, PayPal, which is $80. And this is due on the 6th, so I sent it out a little early. They received it, I do believe it was on, when did they receive it? I think it was the 2nd or the 3rd. So that went out, and that's $129.85. Now we have to do our calculations for our wallet and our cash spending, right? You guys know that I like to do that first, but I am so tired, exhausted. I didn't do that. You knew, but yep, you're doing it with me. We have our snacks. I did not spend anything, so I budgeted $2 and I spent nothing. Okay, coffee, I have $10. I didn't take it out. I still have 10. Actually, let's put it this way. Looks much prettier. Right, I budgeted 10, but I know I spent, let me see, was it in food, tea? Okay, no, it was in lunch. So my lunch money, I spent 20, budgeted 21, right? But I spent 20 from the wallet, 20. I have $1 remaining, and I spent in tea in my ATM. So it's 20 cash and 13. So that's $33 that I spent in my lunch. $33. Okay. Coffee. actually it's 21 and 13 is in T. Yeah, no whiteout. But it is what it is. 21 and 13 in my T. Yeah, it happens. I'm tired. I know I shouldn't do this. Numbers at this time is not good. But I'm tired. Groceries. In my groceries, it says I spent 20, meaning I have 45 remaining. But it is what it is, right? We got to do it. 20, 35, 45. I have 45 remaining in my groceries. $45 it's accounted for in my wallet. And in my cash spending, I went to the supermarket and I spent $20. So nothing else in groceries. Nope. So I budgeted 65, spent 25. Okay. For my tips, nothing. Let's verify my tips. My tips, I have $6 remaining. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. That is correct. So I budgeted 6, spent nothing. For my tie, there's nothing there. Remember, I pulled it out in the end of April. I budgeted nothing and I have spent nothing. For gasoline, nothing. Okay? Nothing. Gasoline. Nothing. And for home, 35, budgeted 35. This is my rollover. So the budget category, since I did not add anything, it's exactly what I budgeted. The rollover, 35, excuse me. 25, 35. Trying to hold off on my spending the best I can. 35, that's correct. Nothing was spent. For my fun, I have $2 remaining. $2. So budgeted 2, spent nothing. For meds, did I spend on? No, actually I spent today, the 7th, I spent. And yeah, it was in my bank account. We're gonna see that later on. Nothing. So meds, did not budget, did not spend. Princess Mia, nothing's budgeted, nothing spent. For my personal, I should have Mia, nothing. Personal, $5. I still have $5 remaining. $5. Spent nothing. For my self-love, self-care, $30. I still have $30, so I budgeted 30. Spent nothing. And that's all my categories. Miscellaneous, I did not budget anything in. And for my health, you guys saw 136. I had budgeted 160, but no, 136. Okay, so that is done. Let me put that on top. Let's see if we did this correct. I already know what I have remaining in my bank account. I have $863.86 plus $776. That's in my bank accounts. And as for my wallet, what do I have remaining in my wallet? I am going to write that here in my cash breakdown. What is remaining in my wallet? So, for my snacks, this is my rollover. Right? I still have $2 in my snacks. For my coffee, still have $10 remaining. For my lunch, I spent $21. That means I have $1 remaining. In my groceries, I have $45. For my tips, I have $6. For my tie, nothing. Gasoline, nothing. For my home, I have a remaining of $35. For my fun day, $2. Meds, nothing. Princess Mia, nothing. For my personal use, I have $5. And for my self-love, I have self-love, self-care, I have $30. So what is remaining in my wallet is okay, we have 2, 10, 1, 45, 6, 35, 2, 5, and 30. 136. I had 176 and I spent $21. You saw this error? I spent 25 and it's 20. Huh. Let me verify that. Let me verify that. Grocery spent 20. So I gotta fix how much I spent. Okay. Oh, I didn't write it down, thank God. Okay, so 2, 10, 1, 5, 6, 35, 2, 136. 136 minus 176 is $40, and that's what we spent. That's correct. Okay, so that's our rollover for our wallet. And how much we spent is 13 for our tea, 20, 20. Lord, I'm tired. I really am tired. Lunch was 20. Groceries was 20. How come I write the wrong number? It means I'm exhausted. Okay. 13, 20, 20, and 136. So my actual spending for these categories were 189, and this is including, this is cash, this is a transaction done in the ATM, and this is cash. Okay, 189. Now that we have our totals, now we subtract from our total inflow. Let's see how this comes out. These are trackers, and this is the closing of the month. We got to talk about this in a few. We have 1,583.87 minus 189, which is our wallet and cash spending. Then we subtract minus my bills, which is $257.40 for this week. Did I subtract it or add it? I don't know. Minus 129.85, and it tells me I have $1,007.62. Now, with that being said, let's verify. In my wallet, 136. My second account, 776. Second. And when I verified my second account, that is a total of $863.86. I'm hoping this is correct. 1,762. Let's see. 136, 776, and 863.86. Yes, 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 yes. 1,762. Okay, that's what I have in my bank account. That's what I have in my wallet remaining. Now, this is for okay. This is the closing. Let's verify, because I can't remember. 1,583.87 minus 189. $1,394.87, and we're not going to write it here. I'm going to transfer it immediately to the other category, which is 1,394.87. Oh my Lord, 87. I'm going to subtract my bills for this week, minus 257.40, 1,137.47 minus 129, Yes. 1,762. That's exactly the same amount I have here. So that came out perfect. Perfect. Total inflow for this week, that would be 1,583.87 minus, should equal that. I have 189. This is different forms for you to verify and make sure that, yeah, 70.40 plus 129.85. You add up all your categories spent and you subtract it from the total. 57625, and it should equal what you got on your worksheets if everything is correct. Minus 1,583.87, and that's exactly what I have remaining here and exactly what I have in my bank account right there. Okay, so that is the closing for the week of the 1st to the 6th, and my throat is gone. And this is the monthly. Where's my monthly? My monthly closing. My monthly closing, this is what I do. As soon as I close out the week and everything that has popped up according to the week, my sticker, I wrote it down. My cell phone, I wrote it down. My Netflix, my car insurance. And up next for this upcoming week, I start to write down everything that's going to come out, right? This would be my monthly closing. It's much easier when I have a monthly closing to close out the month because everything is calculated already. I have all my budgets for my wallet, what I spent, and all I have to do is transcribe it to the sheet. That's the way I'm doing it. Okay? I hope I'm not confusing you. I hope I'm making it simpler for you guys. It is much easier for me, and I'm loving what I'm doing for the month. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, activate the bell, come and join me. Yes, come and join me, where we do cash stuffing, sinking funds, savings challenges, and of course we have to budget, but might as well budget in a pretty way. Nothing that you see here is necessary, but it does help out. It attracts, it makes me feel better, and it makes it more enjoyable for me. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Adios.